Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and today we're going to be recapping day 3 of NFL free agency. Today was the first day where everything in free agency in the last 3 days and trades and players being released and waived is official. It's the official new NFL league year, and today was, some stuff happened. Quite a few players heading to other teams, but not as, crazy as it's been in the last 2 days. Let's go over it. So we're, again, like we've been doing, we're going to be going by teams. So starting with the Panthers, they started it off this morning with signing Hayden Hurst from the Cincinnati Bengals. Had a really good season with the Bengals last season. And it should be interesting to see how he does with the Panthers. Definitely needed, to get some more players to receive the ball. He's not a wide receiver, he's a tight end, but still can catch the ball. He's a pretty good tight end as well, and had a great season with the Bengals, so that should be really interesting. Patriots, they make 2 moves. They've signed Juju Smith-Schuster to a 3-year, $33 million deal, and then they signed backup running back James Robinson to a 2-year, $8 million deal, who not too long ago was the starting running back for the Jacksonville Jaguars and was really good on the Jaguars. He'll be the backup running back for Ramondre Stevenson, and it should be really interesting to see James Robinson on that Patriots offense next year. I think he should have a good year. Then the Bucs, they re-signed Levante David to a 1-year deal, and then they signed Baker Mayfield to a 1-year, $4 million deal to possibly be their starting quarterback next season, as he'll have a competition with quarterback Kyle Trask. The Bills, they did 3 things today. They signed Saints wide receiver and special teamer. Mainly he'll be the punt and kick returner. Deontay Hardy, really good kick returner and punt returner. So that's a great signing for the Buffalo Bills. Then they re-signed Jordan Poyer, who was one of their biggest free agents. And then they signed Houston Texans backup quarterback Kyle Allen to be Josh Allen's backup for next season. If I'm not mistaken, I do believe Kyle Allen and Josh Allen are friends. I think, there's a whole friend group between all those guys, between like Sam Darnold and Josh Allen. I think Kyle Allen's in that friend group, if I'm not mistaken. I think I've seen that before. So Kyle Allen will be the backup for the Buffalo Bills next season, who was their backup last year? No, not Mitch Trubisky, because he was on the Steelers. I don't know who their backup was last year. I can't remember. It might have been Matt Barkley, actually. I think it could have been Matt Barkley. So Kyle Allen will be their backup next season. The Eagles, all they did was re-sign Fletcher Cox to a 1-year, $10 million deal. Now, we thought they released Darius Slay, but they didn't officially do that, and he is coming back to their team. The Houston Texans, my favorite team, signed Sheldon Rankings to a 1-year, $10.5 million deal and re-signed Tavier Thomas. The Commanders signed Jacoby Brissett to a 2-year deal to have a QB competition down in Washington between Jacoby Brissett and Sam Howell. It should be an interesting one. And then the Cleveland Browns signed Juan Thornhill to a 3-year, $21 million contract, safety from Kansas City, really good player. And the Saints signed running back Jamal Williams, 3-year, $12 million contract, who just had a 17-touchdown season and broke the Barry Sanders Detroit record in touchdowns. The Vikings re-signed Alexander Mattison to a 2-year, $7 million contract. He's been a really solid backup running back for the Vikings the last multiple years. And then the Bears signed Panthers backup quarterback P.J. Walker to a 2-year deal to be Justin Fields' backup next year. I really like that signing because that's a good backup. If you think about, what the Bears had last year, I think Justin will be fully healthy next season, but Justin did miss a game or 2 last year, and they had Nathan Peterman starting, and he's one of the worst quarterbacks that you've ever can see play football. So, God forbid Justin Fields misses a game or 2 next season, you have a pretty decent starter in P.J. Walker, so that's why I love that deal. And then the Bengals, with the biggest one of the day, signed Orlando Brown to a 4-year, $64 million deal for their offensive line at offensive tackle with a with could be a $31 million signing bonus for the Cincinnati Bengals. Great move for the Bengals there with Orlando Brown. That's really it for today's free agency. It's been a really decent day, and you guys let me know your thoughts on free agency for day 3. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.